And it looks like we are ready for the next game. We are doing 102 Dalmatians Puppies to the rescue. And let me double confirm the bid war here. Yep, looks like all puppies is still in the lead, so that is the category we will be running. And I'm here with GBsaysHi and Broby. Take it away.
Hey, I'm GBsaysHi. I'll be running 102 Dalmatians here tonight. Super excited to show everyone all puppies. One of my favorite categories and such a great game to speedrun.
Hey, I'm Broby. I also speedrun this category. Currently the world record holder for it. And it's one of the best categories for this, for sure.
Alright, whenever you are ready, I can give a countdown.
I'm gonna go through gonna watch the little cutscene to start the game, and then I'll let you know when time starts.
Alright, perfect.
Very important for the lore.
Yeah, we gotta get the lore of the game real quick.
So do you want to explain the category, or do you want me to?
Yeah, no sweat.
Do a quick explanation. This is all puppies category. There are 6 puppies to rescue per level. There are 20 levels in total, 4 of which are boss levels. So that gives 16 total levels, 6 puppies per level, which gives us 96 puppies to rescue throughout the game. Anything I'm forgetting?
I believe that's everything. That should be, yeah.
So the fun little fact is there's 96 puppies to rescue. There are 2 playable puppies, and there are the 2 parent puppies, which gives us a total of 100 puppies in the game.
That's not 100.
So the title is a little bit misleading. Yeah.
Initiate plan B.
I don't know, they just totally forgot, you know? They never did the math when making this game.
I believe that on the level select screen, there's 2 puppies just hanging out in the living room. I think those are the last 2 puppies, personally.
They're still here.
But there's no proof.
It's coming on the TV
right
now.
It could have just been 2 puppies that ended up being kidnapped at one point, and we saved them. But we'll never know if those are the 101 and 102 puppies.
It's that horrid Cruella de Vil up to her old tricks.
Kind of forgot how long this cutscene was.
Me too, it's been forever.
I'll tell you what we can do. We'll go over to that evil woman's toy factory, get our pups back, and have it out with her once and for all.
You're right, Dipstick. Oh, I could just bite that woman.
Now, Oddball and Domino, you puppies stay right
I do have to
here.
say I'm
Take
very
care of our
excited for
humans
this
while we're gone,
game.
and don't
All
worry.
of these puppies
We'll be back with
are
all your brothers
so
and sisters
adorable,
as soon as we
and
can.
I'm so happy that the all puppies category won for the bid war. Because we get to see all of the cute doggos the entire time.
Do you want to stay here and be
Yes,
good? Or do you want to go help rescue our family?
I would have been very surprised if all levels had won. I'm definitely happy all puppies won. It's definitely the best category. So time's gonna start here shortly. We're gonna enter this level and it will start on first input. I will let you know right as it starts. Time starts now.
And we're off.
Way to go!
So for movement in this game, it's all about rolling, jumping, and repeating mainly. You want to be like rolling off of slopes, and that'll give you a huge amount of momentum. And also for more movement tech, if you roll into a box and go into the direction away from the box as you hit it, you can slightly move your puppy off to the side, just bounce off it, which just like adds a little bit more to the tech of the game.
I think across the game with the box jumps, you're saving quite a bit of time because some of them can save like upwards of a second.
Yeah, it can be a really big game changer, really. It adds a lot.
But yeah, the slope boost that you see, if you jump and then roll into the slope, you just get big increase in speed.
Yeah, your height really matters going into the slope. The more height, the more momentum you get. And yeah, every level, 6 puppies. And it looks like we got them all. Yeah, it'll give you a sticker every time you get the last puppy as well. It'll go sticker on the screen. Now that we got them all. So yeah, that was the first level. Now this is Toy Store. There's actually a lot of RNG to this level with the second puppy we get here. Oh, that was close off the rail. Good job.
Yeah, I was scared. So all of these bubbles will spawn randomly, and that was a beautiful RNG. They all just spawned immediately.
Didn't even have to look for them. It was just bam.
Yeah, that was one of my best.
Excellent, he says.
Every single puppy has their own voice line. Some of them repeat, but there's probably 30 plus voice lines for all the puppies.
Yeah, for all the for this version of the game, we're playing on English. But if you're playing some different languages, their voices will be shorter. So for Dreamcast, which is the fastest console category, it saves about 20 seconds from PlayStation. If you play the Spanish version, which will save you 45 seconds from the English version. And that's how I kind of have the world record right now. But, you know, we're playing on US, so we get all the good voice lines. There are a lot of good ones, to be honest. What's your favorite, GB?
I think my favorite's got to be You're a Super Puppy. That's one of the best ones.
That's everyone's favorite. It's a classic.
So what I just did right there, we called train rollout. It's a very hard, very precise roll. But if you hit that corner while moving back and forth, you just barely squeak out of bounds. And currently, I think I'm the only one that actually goes for it.
You are, man. It's an only you thing. It's crazy.
I'm really happy to get that right there. I usually only get it maybe 20% of the time or so. So this runs off to a great start.
That was a really good Toy Store. Like, really good.
I might have to go back and retime that one. It could have been a gold.
Alright, now third level, Piccadilly. We're in Piccadilly. This level is really straightforward. No real big tricks to it. It's all pretty linear, but we do have to grab the puppies, so we have to go out of our way. But it's a chill time over in Piccadilly, though.
Yeah, that would be a great time if you have anything you want to read.
I can certainly do that. Currently, we are donating for the fastest place on Earth. I actually just got in a donation from Mouse, which was for $51. And the comment was, Mouse Puppy says go get him. And that incentive was towards the Disney Illusion Island main character. And also for the Toy Box Takeover Extreme mode. So if you would like to see the Toy Box Takeover Extreme mode, we need about $44 left to hit that incentive, and that run is happening tomorrow morning. So there's not too much time left. Be sure to get your donations now while you can. And back to you guys.
Good. We're just about finishing up Piccadilly. There's just a cycle we have to make here. And oh wait, you're already up it. Nice. Alright.
Yeah, so that car is always moving unless you're in front of it. So a lot of times it it won't stop when you get in front of it, and there's times where it's just I've missed it, and I think it's around 16 seconds if you have to wait for that car to drive all the way around again.
I didn't realize there was that big of a time loss. Wow.
Yeah, I've had like 2 runs where I got that and I was just like, I have to restart immediately. This is Big Ben, which is my least favorite level. It's so many hard tricks and precise cycles you have to make throughout the run. We're gonna be coming up shortly to the first cycle.
Pretty clean so far. Should be good. Fingers crossed.
This first, you have to make these pendulum cycles. The first one's usually pretty easy, but it's possible to get this next cycle again. So you're immediately jumping onto the pendulum again and you don't have to wait for it. One should be good.
That was very clean.
It's a very hard one to hit. And I think it's about 5 or 6 seconds for those cycles. So it's very important to hit those.
Yeah, very nice job. The worst thing about this level has to be how it's always just going straight up. It's all just vertical. So if you make one mistake going all the way down, it's just a huge time loss as well. Oh!
I jumped slightly too early there.
So close. If only there was a ledge grab in this game.
Oh, that would be great. And then this is the run killer that I've experienced many times. Is this room is, if you mess up a jump, you fall all the way down, and you got to make that climb again.
So
and
will you be going for the trick?
I definitely will be going for the out of bounds.
All right. Good luck.
This is the first enemy out of bounds where you use an enemy to push yourself out of bounds. Bro, if you mind explaining that while I do this.
So you'd want to push the enemy into the wall, and as you do, you'd get behind them. It would squish you into the wall, turn around, and you should be able to jump out of bounds. And you can just float infinitely into the void and make our way to the last puppy and to the exit.
If you're not as precise, it just pushes you out from behind him. So this is, if you get this first try, it's roughly 30 seconds of time save.
It's super precise.
So like that.
Oh,
so
that was awesome. That was great.
Yeah. While you're in the void, you fall immediately. You constantly fall. If you're holding the jump button, you just float up. So while we're in the void, we hold A, so that we don't just fall out of bounds. And if you fall out of bounds, you respawn at your last checkpoint, which for us right now would be the start of the level. And now we enter the first boss, Umbrella 1.
This boss is just very simple. You want to just hit the pineapples when she's in front of you, and then just ring the bell until you're done. It's very simple.
Yeah. So when you ring the bell, it stuns her, which means you can just throw a pineapple at her, hit the bell, and then
rinse and repeat.
Lock her in a cycle.
It doesn't feel intentional, but
that is one of the easiest bosses. The rest of them usually have some harder gimmicks to it.
Definitely. And this is one of the first levels that we actually have to talk to one of the NPCs. We have Fluffy. He wants us to go and grab all these lost pieces of the museum. And so it's like a collectathon. For this level, it's very big. You have to keep going around and around, but it's pretty fun. It's one of my favorite levels.
Yes, it also, there's so many different areas. So it's just like you have that hub area where you have Fluffy, and then you have all of the different areas. So like this is the Roman area.
There's like the Jurassic area, the cafeteria.
That was pretty awful.
Hey, we got it. We keep moving.
Still, I think this probably isn't too far behind my PB at the moment.
Very clean, really. It's been very clean. And if you jump into that load zone there, you can spawn somewhere else, so...
Yeah, so there's, if you saw real quickly, there was a doorway above, like on the second level. If you jump into the loading screen in the rodent area, you spawn up top, and you can't jump over that rail like you can the others. So you have to run down the ladder well. And now we have an interesting clip.
With toast spawn here?
Oh, damn.
Oh, he pushed you away.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe this. I've been very good about this recently, so I'm really surprised to miss it.
Yeah, clips in this game are just really funky. They work and don't when they want to.
Yeah, so the way that one works is you get pushed out of bounds, and the game's like, well, you shouldn't be out of bounds. There's a texture directly above you. So it kind of just pushes you up to the next level. Because the typical route, you'd have to re-enter that dinosaur room that we were in, and then like run upstairs and do a whole awkward path. But that skips entering a different room. It skips a lot. It's very important. I think that's probably one of the larger time skips in the game.
Thanks for rescuing me.
So this donut here is the last item we need to grab. We just need to give it to Fluffy, and he'll open the door.
Yeah.
For us to leave.
Like so far, we've grabbed like an ancient token, a scabbard for the ancient area, a royal crown. But then last one, you grab a donut, and you turn it into Fluffy, and it's just like, oh, which museum does this one go into? And Fluffy's just like, I was just hungry. It was really delicious, thank you.
Yeah, 6 puppies. If someone notices there's a box in the background that we just don't grab, you gotta let us know.
Yes, I got in PBs and then found out after I submitted it that I missed a puppy. So it's very, sometimes you forget them. As much as you don't want to forget puppies, you just get locked in that mindset of going fast.
Give Corella a bite for me.
There's a skip coming up here, which I think me and Broby were the first ones to start doing them. If you jump on this pipe outside there, you can just jump out of bounds.
That was very clean. First try.
Yeah, I've been struggling a lot with that one these past few days.
You're a super puppy!
But there was a pass for all puppies that was done, and we found out about them through that, and it had never been done by people before the task. So me and Broby were the first ones to start actually doing that in a run. And I'm really happy there because I struggled so much with that clip. And I just got it first try both times, and I'm really happy about that.
I knew
This has just been perfect. That's all I can say. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, spoke a little soon. But typically you have to kill the enemies and the platforms go down. But doing that, you skip one of the platforms. The first one that lowers down and it has that ships on it. Usually you kill the alligators, it lowers that platform. And then you kill the bear at the end and that gate opens. But because the first platform didn't load in, we can just go out of bounds and skip having to run through 2 separate rooms. So it's really big. And I was honestly surprised that no one had been doing these in runs before me and Broby.
I know. Alright, here's one of the levels that we usually would just go straight to the end in all levels. But in all puppies, we actually get to play the level. In all levels, it would just be about 20 seconds long. but we enjoy the whole level to its full extent.
So yeah, all levels. I think my gold split for it is like 26 seconds. It's a very short level.
And how long is this for all puppies?
I think my gold's 3:13. So I mean, you're adding a lot of time.
Yeah. That's like unintentional going up that slope there. For the PC version, you have to go all the way around, but on console, you can just go up the slope that you would exit from. So it just makes that room way faster and easier. And here's the bounce room. Every entrance basically has like an enemy you have to hit to get the ticket to open it up. So same for all like the puppies. There's some enemies you have to kill to open up certain locations, but they're never really rough.
Yeah, like the string of levels after the first boss are some of the hardest ones in my opinion, just because there's like precise movement or out of bounces that are hard to get. So I end up a lot of resets in this area. There is a skip that I have opted out of doing, which is another strat that we got from the TAS. So like all the levels, there's the character you can talk to, like the bat at the start of Big Ben, or the Fluffy and Museum. This one is a turtle named Shelby, who is my favorite.
Mid.
And there's a clip that you can do with him, we called Shelby Skip, that I named appropriately. It saves about a second. And it's a second if you get it absolutely perfect and quickly. So we've opted to not go for it, because sometimes I'll lose like 5 to 10 seconds because of it.
Yeah, you need no hesitation, and it's pretty precise. Just for 1 second, and if you miss it, it's losing like 5 seconds, really. Maybe even more. I forget.
So this area that we're just running through like this, you can skip it. You can clip immediately up top using Shelby, similar to the way we use the enemy in Big Ben to clip out. I really wish I could do it, but it's super precise and hard to get. And it's not worth it for that 1 second.
Alright, Lumber Mill. So this is probably one of the more harder levels. It just has really precise tricks that don't require I mean, there are out of bounds, but GB is the one that just wants to go above and beyond and just make Lumber Mill 10 times harder than it has to be. So near the end of this level, okay, yeah, go on.
Yeah, so the default path, I guess, well, I can hold off on that, but there's a long animation basically that you have to go through with a crane, and it's super slow, and it's just you feel like you're doing nothing. And there's a way to skip it. It's not easy, but you can save around 15, maybe 20 seconds with it, and that's really big, especially because I'm trying to take the world record from Broby.
You're the greatest.
Yeah, they're two really precise out of bounds. So one mess up and it just changes everything.
Yeah. If you had anything you want to read, you can probably read it now just before this trick happens.
I can certainly do that. So while we are here rescuing all the puppies, did you know that our host channel, No Glitches Allowed, is having their next event coming up in December for No Holidays Allowed? Submissions will open on October 1st, and their charity is for Go Rescue, which is a dog charity. So if you like puppies and dogs enough, make sure to follow their Twitter at No Glitches to get updates about their future events. They're open to all kinds of speedruns and showcases that runners have to offer, and not just glitchless runs. So be sure to follow them for more. And if you're looking to donate, make sure to type !donate in chat to get the link to our Tiltify page where you can make a direct donation. You can also scan the QR code on the screen if you have your mobile device with you, and that'll take you directly to the charity link. We have some amazing incentives and bid wars for you to choose from, so make sure to get those donations in and help them get met.
Damn. I'm sorry, I just messed up the trick.
Oh, gonna try to redo it?
That's a really very hard out of bounds to do right there. So usually you have to move yourself within an enemy, but the bulldozer, if you touch it, it just hits you. So you have to roll into it to stop him from hitting you. Where am I?
Oh, went a little off to the left.
Oh, whoops. So I've opted to grab that checkpoint as we respawn and we can redo that jump out of bounds that I did. That one saves about 15 seconds if you get the bulldozer, and you can save about 5 seconds from normal path, even with the death warp.
I think we've almost got her.
If you notice there, I switched to oddball right there at the in this fight, because after that third hit, oddballs will speak. Domino, who I've been playing with for the majority of this run, has a longer speech he does. So we do a quick little change to oddball.
Yeah, it saves a total of 2 seconds. It's very important.
Yeah. So it saves more time on PlayStation and PC, I believe, because on Dreamcast you have to open the menu to switch puppies, but on PlayStation I believe it's the select button will automatically change the puppies.
Right, yeah.
So it's probably a little less than 2 seconds on Dreamcast.
You can do it pretty instantly. It's nice.
Yes.
But yeah, it would have been so nice. All the Domino fans are crying. Shout out to Gumby.
You saved me.
Oh, also at the start of this level there was those planes that we hit. Those are very hard to hit. So I'm really happy to have gotten those first try like that. If you miss one, it's around 5 and can be upwards of like 10 seconds of time loss.
Yeah, they just stay in the air for as long as they can. Also, very clean Gorilla 2 fight. That was nice.
Yes.
That can go very wrong.
Well, I went the wrong way. I started doing my all levels route.
That was quick, you know? You realized what was happening. Yeah, the structure for this game, it's 4 levels and then Gorilla boss right after. So there's 20 levels in total, right?
20 levels in total, 4 bosses.
Or I think it's 16 levels in total and then 4 bosses, so it's 20, yeah. Okay. Alright, here's another level that's basically like museum, just having to go around this big hub world, asking for what the pig does, or pig wants. I forgot the pig's name.
Priscilla, I believe, is trying to help out the farmer who owns this place by knocking out some tasks that need to be done. Like the first one we did there, her water trout was empty, so we had to go give her some water. And then there's going to be 5 tasks similar to the way museum was. And each of them are usually closely like to where a puppy is, so it's not that much slower than all levels route.
So for here, we're setting up a death warp for later.
Oh, where am I going? Oh my goodness!
Uh-oh.
Whoops!
Oh, back
That
in.
was not the right way to go.
We're going to the hens, okay? Okay. Yeah, we've hit each other, or ourselves, 3 times. We have 4 HP. So we'd be setting up for a death warp for after we get this puppy, so we can go back to the pig as soon as possible when we're done this task.
So your default spawn location will be, like if you were to die, you would go back to where you started the level at. So since we haven't grabbed any checkpoints at this point, when we die, we just immediately spawn right next to Priscilla, just as we did at the start.
Also, you did die in Lumber Mill, so you're gonna have to hold the backups.
Yeah, I'll grab the extra life in Ice Festival.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Just because the swag strat, as I call it for this, is very hard. I don't have enough practice to pull that off right now.
Yeah, we're setting up for another death warp. Just getting hit once here, and then there's another little enemy that we can hit off.
Yeah, so it's those bulldozers, after they hit you, they drive back really far. So finding the ones that are close to a wall we can trap next to, and they can hit us really quick like that, is very important. And this is probably, oh my goodness, the most missed puppy amongst runners, I would imagine. Because as soon as you finish the silo, it's not even in sight.
It's just drowning in there, but we save them. Gotta save all
so
the
that's
puppies.
one of the puppies that was, how is it still alive? Because it was stuck under hundreds of pounds of grain and just no air to breathe down there until we rescued it.
Yeah, usually we'd be going for a death warp again here, but we don't have enough lives, so
Yeah.
we're just gonna, on our way back, we just walk back instead, which isn't too much of a problem. It's like 2 seconds of time loss.
Yeah, I think it's if you were to get the death warp like perfectly, like you already had 1 life,
You'd rescue
I
me.
think it's about 4 seconds.
Okay. Also clean out of bounds. You just
Yes.
like land right beside where you need to be if you just go outside there. So yeah, from
And
here
with
we'd be
good slow
going.
boost like I just got right there, definitely only losing maybe a second.
Also, it's the pig's birthday. That's why it's got the party hat. But we can just skip
Yes.
its birthday. Skip the present.
So far, this has been a pretty good run. If this was a bit slower of a run, I probably would have gone and then got. Usually, after you do all the tasks, Priscilla's like, "It's my birthday," and asks
we're
you go get a present for her.
And we just leave. We're
But
out.
it is not required to beat the level.
It's so
And
sad.
it is very slow, sadly.
You're the greatest.
Sometimes the cameras can be a bit. Yeah, I'm not making that cycle. So this level is basically speed slope central. There are a lot of slopes that you can go super fast on. And coming up here, it's not easy to get it, but it can be the fastest speed slope in the game.
You just go flying across the map if you can get it really good.
Oh, that was a very bad attempt. But this right here is still faster than you're normally moving at this point. Oh, this was really good.
There we go.
You're so
Very good roll boost. If there's anything you'd like to read, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. So let me plug some of our current bid wars that we have. One of our most contested one right now is for Disney Illusion Island, and that is the main character choice. We currently have Goofy in the lead with $70, Minnie is close behind with $51, and Donald is in third place with $10. And Mickey is in fourth place with $0. But if you would like to see any of those characters as the main character for the run, be sure to donate to that bid war. We also have another bid war for Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered, choosing the Spidey suit. That is also another run that is a bit contested. We have the Undies suit in first place and the Rami suit in second place, but there is also Bagman, Spider-Verse, and Advanced. So be sure to type !donate in chat, and you can see all of our current active bid wars and the donation link.
Wait, so near the end of Ice Festival right there, you saw me wait and grab that extra life. Usually, so this run is special because I got that train rollout, which is not an easy one to get, but by getting it, we miss grabbing an extra life. And because on Lumber Mill, I failed the bulldozer out of bounds, we also were an extra life low. So we needed to grab that extra life just so that we can get a really big death warp later on in the game. Usually you can get it a little bit faster than I got it, and you can don't lose that much time. So it's a great backup in case you get some of the cooler skips or fail some of the other ones. And right there, you saw me just jump straight to the chandelier. That is not the intended way to do that level or that jump. And no one really knew that you could do that until I was doing my casual playthrough of this game. And I did that because I didn't see the intended path. So
everyone was shocked. It was just so
everyone
weird.
was just like, no one noticed that you could just jump straight to the chandelier. It saves almost no time, but it saves a little bit and is very easy. I couldn't remember if I got all the puppies.
Yes, yeah. You got it. And yeah, you could just clip yourself out of bounds, just go straight to the ending as well, which is great. And you got pretty quick. Here's the third boss. We want to like break the structure of this tower with what is the pumpkins, yes. But also here we're going to be setting up for a manipulation, which he got, and that'll save us 7 seconds.
Yes.
Just the way you're positioned during when she's moving over at the top can just make her come straight to this spot right here.
She comes right there and will not move. So, and she, if you saw for barely a second, you could see like her red shoe peeking out. You can just barely hit her through that. This is Spooky Forest, which is one of, in a casual playthrough, is super easy to get lost. I know in my casual playthrough, this was one of my longest levels, just because I could not find out where all the puppies were.
It's just a big maze.
But it has these, like this hub area, which links all of the areas together within the trees. So we can just go straight, like skip whole areas. Because like earlier today, I was just exploring this level just because I had some downtime before my this run came on, and there were areas that I had never seen before, or like hadn't seen since my like casual playthrough, because I totally forgot they existed.
There's a jump GB's going for here. It's really, really precise. You need to be perfect and roll like basically as soon as you like leave the ground. Rolling in the air will like give you more momentum, like vertical momentum going up. So it just
This is disappointing.
Oh, I'm surprised that didn't even work. You just slid off. Yeah, and the movement of this game is already just super slidey. It's super simple, but also just really hard to get used to. But it's a good mix of both. Makes it very challenging.
I'm pretty disappointed in that right there. I was doing so good in practice earlier on that. Oh damn, I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah, it hasn't really been an issue for you recently. So that was surprising. Yeah, we're already done with that.
So I mentioned Spooky Forest was a really big maze. And then next level is Hedge Maze, which is actually a lot easier than Spooky Forest is, despite its name. What was that?
Oh. Go get that puppy.
So to do a box jump, like we said, you have to hold the jump button and then hold the direction you want to go after the box jump. So that one, I held the direction that I want to go too early. So I just ended up jumping backwards instead of hitting the box. It was just slightly too early on the movement there.
And these switches here are really important. It like opens up new paths and blocks the other path that you would switch over to. There is another death warp coming up that uses those switches. So it'll be pretty interesting. We'll get to it soon. Here's a big slope boost. Oh, good bonk.
This level has some pretty precise like movement. A lot of the turns.
Yeah, tight corners.
You don't want to bonk your head and give the puppy brain damage, you know?
Yeah, it's not good.
So grabbing that checkpoint there is what we're doing to set up this death warp. Because hitting that switch right now turns a switch that we have to backtrack to so that we can go get a puppy. So obviously we would have to, normally you would have to run all the way back, grab the puppy, and then make this run back, and it's a lot of time. It probably, I don't know, you think like a minute maybe?
Possibly. It's just a long way to do
because
that.
you would have to make this entire run again. So instead, we can grab
probably
this.
longer than a minute.
Yeah.
Pretty big.
We can grab this puppy, and we set myself up with 1 health right there. Immediately die, and we can go all the way back to this checkpoint. And it will automatically turn that switch so that we don't soft lock ourselves. So we just teleport all the way back closer to the end of the level.
Coming up is a puzzle that, as you rotate,
I knew you'd rescue
rotate, oh, that's entertaining. Rotate these tiles to make the perfect picture of Cruella. But every time you enter this level, it's always different. It can lose you up to a lot of time, depending on the positioning of the tiles.
No, I accidentally turned it extra. And it was a good puzzle. Oh no. Oh no. This was a really good puzzle and I screwed it up.
You just love the puzzle so much, you just want to keep doing it over and over.
So the minimum amount of turns is 9. There's 9 puzzles and they could be as low as 1 turn each. But they could also be upwards of 3 turns each, making it 27. It's a big difference in time just between those. The best I've ever gotten was 11 or 12.
And that was pretty much it right there. But you
yeah,
you kind of messed it up.
The best I've heard someone getting was 10, and I was told the chances of getting a 10-turn puzzle is 0.05%. So a 9 per turn is even rare.
Wow, it's really bright out here.
Just do it.
I can't wait for the day I actually get one of those, though.
It will be big. For this level, it's actually the second last level. We're nearing the end. There's crates everywhere in these pictures. But we can get to another one through the bathroom.
My hero.
Is it a bathroom? I forget.
Bedroom.
Oh, I mean, yeah, the bedroom into. I don't even know
Just
what
like
that
this
room
like
is.
storage closet,
Yeah.
I imagine.
Just this creepy room.
And we're gonna set up for another one of those massive slow boosts. Because usually you're just slipping and sliding in this area, but you can set up. Oh, I messed it up. But you can use that speed slope and just go all the way to that puppy that I just grabbed.
You just go flinging. Yeah.
It's that, and then the ice festival are one of the fastest areas in the game with it.
Oh man.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad either.
Or what?
Of a slope boost.
And now we enter the final level before the final boss. And it has some of the most and harder tricks in the game.
Yeah, as soon as you start the level, you're running against cycles the entire time. So you want to be as fast as possible to get the quickest cycle.
Oh, what the? Bounced off the wall.
That's very rare. You can get like a corner boost off a corner or a wall, like the lip of it, and it can just like send you flying.
Yeah,
But
I've
in
maybe
that
only gotten
instance-
that once or twice, I think.
Yeah, didn't seem to be a good thing for you this time.
Oh, come on.
And for these pistons, yeah,
Crushers, but
pressures,
pistons.
Yeah. You can get
Missing this cycle with me. Oh.
another big boost off them if you make the cycle right.
Yeah, so there are damage boosts in the game, which we don't ever really use. There are a few skips involving them, but they're super precise.
It's really
Yeah, definitely not
bright
worth.
out here.
So like these are normally, they would hit you and push you around a little bit. So we can use the fact that they're pushing us and get massive speed boosts and make different cycles.
Ooh. Hope we can make this.
Oh, that's great. That's a very hard
Wow.
cycle.
Amazing. Okay, we're good. We're good. There's a slight chance you can actually go. The pistons, the crushers, can send you flying so far out that you just get voided into the level.
So they'll just
for these
push
ones?
you underground, and
Yeah.
you'll just fall for, I think it's around 10 seconds or so, and then you'll respawn back at the start of the level. But because it voids you, the game doesn't really know what happened. So a lot of these moving pistons and whatnot just stop working, and a few of them are required to progress the level. So if you get pushed out of bounds and voided, you're soft locked.
Sure feels good to be out of there.
It's
We were
one
lucky
of-
not to have that happen.
Yeah, it's one of 2 locations in the game that will soft lock you. They're rare, but it can happen.
And for this part, it's one of the more precise jumps and possibly tricks, like out of bounds here, potentially. I want to give you some silence so you can get this.
Okay. Yes!
I get my paws.
Oh, that's really good.
I'm gonna...
Wow. Okay. That is insane.
That is incredibly difficult. It's
GB, we use that out of bounds that we usually do, like to send us upward, but also hit the box to free the puppy at the same time. And it's just such a small window that it rarely ever happens. But for this marathon, we actually got it for once. But now we're on the final boss, and we just have to go through these boxes and 3 other cycles.
This is another one of the RNG of the games. So there's a few. Oh my goodness, what was that?
Like right there.
I missed those. Where these heads spawn is mostly random, and one of the spawn locations for it is behind Cruella, so you cannot hit it.
And also, aiming in this game is just a whole other game in general. It's very hard.
All right, time will be coming up here very shortly.
As soon as it says 3 out of 3 for the orb.
So I'll say it, but there's this last spawn that's gonna happen, and time.
Not another! I won't let Mutt hold still!
Let's see.
No! This is impossible!
Ooh, that was an amazing run. Congratulations.
All right. What was the time?
I believe 47:03.
47:03. That is pretty good run.
Yeah, that's
yes,
actually
it's out
amazing.
there. GG on the runs.
GG.
And where can we find you, GB Says Hi?
I stream semi-regularly on
Have it, Domino.
twitch.tv/GBsaysHi. I might be taking a small break from this game, but I will be coming back and grinding for a world record and knock Broby off his pedestal.
Love to hear it, love to hear it.
And
you can
Broby,
also-
where can we find you?
You can find me, Broby, on twitch.tv/Broby_SR. That's where you can find me.
Don't worry, Dottie.
All right, thanks so much.
I would like to give a quick shout out to Passier,
Yeah, no problem.
who has been running this game for a very long time and has helped ease in to make this a very easy game to speedrun. So I'd love to get a shout out to her and everything she's done for this the 1 and 2 Dalmatian community.
Can I give a shout out as well?
Yes, of course.
I like to shout out Cheeky Chunk. He's the one who got me and basically GB to run this category here. He's the one who showed it all to us, and I can't thank him enough to get us into it. So
Thank you,
that's
Cheeky
GB,
Chunk.
or Cheeky.
Approximately 20
That's everything
years,
for me.
my sweet. Not quite as long as our present
Awesome.
sentences.
And that concludes our final run of the night. Thank you everyone who stayed with us watching the marathon. We are currently at $316 out of our $500 goal, and it is only day 1, so we still have a lot of time to meet that goal. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for a Disney Infinity 3.0 run with Toy Box Speedway by Derpy Tales. I will also be hosting that run, so you'll see me tomorrow morning. Steve, would you like to say anything?
Yeah, I'm here too. Hi, I'm Steve TV Online. I'm also the other part of I'm a co-founder also. This is just blown our socks off with the first day for first marathon ever hosting. $316 out of a $500 goal on the first day. I mean, you can't ask for any more. The community coming in and donating that on the first day is just absolutely amazing. And I can't wait for the next 2 days. We still have 2 more days of this, everyone. 2 more days.
Yeah, so be sure to join us tomorrow and Sunday for all of your favorite Disney games. With that, we are going to send you off to another charity event with SAESR events. So we'll take you away. Have a good night, everyone.